Adam Commons then delivering a real wake-up call to the Hockeyroos. They've probably been in almost a bit of an Easter slumber, I think, in that first quarter, and he needs to jolt them out of that, because the Chinese have shown some very good ensemble play, and a couple of times have had opportunities that could easily have resulted in a goal. So Australia needs to step up the tempo and the intensity. Back to Swee. And Lee, I don't think we have seen Wang Mengyu so far. She must be carrying some sort of injury.
No, I think they only are rotating 17 players out of the 18 today. That was something that Australia did day one with Tania Lathard out, and having that extra player unavailable certainly puts pressure on players when the game's this tempo.
Great work by Fitzpatrick. Here's a shot for Kate Hanna. It's under the goalie, and it's going to be a penalty corner.
And then Scorn was in fabulous position. Emily Smith was in there.
Good still in the middle field. Smith on goal, first penalty corner for Australia.
So Emily Smith had the shot.
But with the ball being caught up under the goalkeeper's pads, it's an automatic penalty corner. Australia have converted 0 from 9 penalty corners in this series. So number 10. Let's hope Kate Hanna injecting for the first time this series.
Just 18 years of age. Kinney. And again, Lee's just lightning quick out of the blocks. And she's been able to block that shot.
Yes, she was out very quick then, which tells us the injection may have been a little slow. Mind you, the turf may be heavy from the rain we've had.
Jenner with a good ball. A dive from Nan Scorn. Another penalty corner.
Great transfer by the Hockeyroos. Ball good in the circle, Nan Scorn deflection.
And that was a great transfer by the Hockeyroos. That you saw the ball transferring from the left across to the right, and all of the Chinese defence all coming across, being drawn into that, leaving it nearly open for Nan Scorn. She was able to find a foot. Well done.
Brilliant cross by Tamworth's Kate Jenner. Back with Hanna again. He's that hard. She's going to have a go. Deflection. Parker was there. And so too was Lee of China. Australia's still in possession. Intercepted though by Kenny at hard. Up front here to beautiful ball to Nan Scorn. She's dangerous. Parker's battling for it. So too is Smith. And another penalty corner.
Fantastic start to the field by the Hockeyroos.
Well, that little pep talk at quarter time, I think, has had the desired effect.
It certainly has. The girls are really putting the body on the line, scrambling, using the space, using the easy ball onto the foot. Let's just hope we can get number 12 into the net.
There is another scenario here with these penalty corners. Although Australia has been singularly unimpressive, they're also aware that the other nations in the 8-nation tournament, Hawke's Bay, are watching. There's a nice shot from Bone, but well saved by Li Dongzhao.
Parasol.
Liang. Ooh, nasty one on the foot. Great work by Williams. And Zhang. Stick obstruction. I think she's going to get a card here, Zhang. So the Barbie doll collector departs.
19 minutes.
Zhang off the field. China a player down. Opportunity here for the Hockeyroos. This is Hannah. Nice work by the 18-year-old. Blythe is there at the top of the circle. Battling hard.
Work from the midfield from Hannah.
Now here's Williams. Paris.
All the Hockeyroos are peppering the goals here in the second quarter. We've got 11.5 minutes to go. Come on, guys, let's get behind them.
Yes, and China had 9 defenders in the circle then, so Australia did very, very well to get the possession of the ball. China, I don't know if they're playing for the draw, knowing that they only need to draw to win the series, but they had 9 players defending in that circle then.
Here goes Paris. Neat work from her. Assisted here by Smith. To Zhao Zhao. Just under 11 minutes remaining in this second quarter. It's been all Hockeyroos in the first 4 minutes, but still no score.
Brennan Fitzpatrick back on the field for the Hockeyroos. Renee Taylor also.
Dwyer across to Kenny. Adam Commons himself, a bronze medalist on this field at Sydney 2000 for the Kookaburras, as was Jason Duff, his assistant coach. To Zhao Zhao. Back with Bao Chen Chen. And now Sui.
China back to 11 players.
You just apologising for not trapping that ball as Williams tackled there by Wang Na.
Madonna Blythe just leaving the field. She will be probably getting only a 2 or 3 minute rest in the middle of this quarter. She tends to leave the field with 10 minutes left on the clock and comes back on for the final 7.
Misdirected pass that time with a chance to mount an offensive. To Zhao Zhao. Nice return ball. Zhang served out her 2 minutes of the green card. Back on the field. Players have to be back 5 metres here. To Zhao Zhao. Attard in her 200th international. Dwyer. Spencer's there. So too was Peng Yang. To Zhao Zhao. And Zhang. Penalty corner. Again, clever play by number 19, Zhang Zhaozhe. She was the goal scorer in the second game. An early setback for Australia in match 2. She's been very impressive once she gets into the circle. She's a real danger player.
She certainly is, and China's penalty corner conversion also is a danger, and it'll be a shame if they score here. Australia having had all of the play for the first 7 or 8 minutes, or 6 or 7 minutes of the quarter, and it'll be really disappointing if having not scored at the end after all that play and then allowing China in to get ahead. Suiju Xia. Yeah, there's a lovely shot. It's in. Ji is the scorer. Ji Xia-yun, the 23-year-old from Jiangsu province. And as they have done throughout this tournament, they're first on the board. And Ji Xia-yun means...
There's nearly a 30-second delay due to the broadcast.
Yes, that means that the Chinese have the early lead. How did you see that one, Lee Capes? Jodie Kenny on the post. She was in good position. She had a stick on the ground, just possibly, yeah, just
lost sight of it maybe from the face mask. That's something that defenders are still working with all over the world, getting a face mask that will protect the face but not impede on their vision. And once the ball gets directly under the face, it's quite often hard to see where the ball is through that mask.
Wu Mengrong. Zhang's up ahead here. And good harassing there by Kirsten Dwyer. So the goal coming against the run of play. But now the Hockeyroos having to answer. And that ball's been nicely picked up by Zhu Xiaozhu. Sui. Again, the Chinese really making a point of getting in front of their opponent.
Yes, China are very well drilled, particularly getting a goal up. Their defensive discipline is very, very good. One of the best teams in the world for defending a lead. So it'll be a big ask now for Australia. They're going to have to keep attacking. They need to win this game.
Here's Renee Taylor far side. Seven minutes remaining in this second quarter, and these Chinese women just continue to perform at a high level. They've been mainly defensive, but when they've had a chance to break out, they've been quite decisive. Bone, Spence, and now Nanscorn on the stick that time of Sui. Good defence there by the Chinese. Peng Yang. Australia coming away through Fitzpatrick. And there's a penalty corner. Well done, Savannah Fitzpatrick, the 20-year-old from Queensland Scorchers.
Gives us the Hockeyroos a chance to tie this game up with 6 minutes and 13 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
And as far as the Hockeyroos are concerned, it's time to get on the board.
Yes, I think Jodie Kenny will be fired up. She'll be disappointed with that last goal and disappointed with not getting any conversions as yet. We need the injection to come straight. I think that's been a problem, the accuracy. But with Fitzpatrick on the park, let's see how we go.
Well, she's definitely the fastest of the injectors, the youngster. Here's Kenny. And that's a nasty one on the leg of Lee. She certainly puts the body on the line. Now, they've got to rule whether that was dangerous or not. But Lee was out fast.
That was a fast injection, and she was right out on the battery. So she very, very quick first runner for China. Okay, having a look at it on the replay, she probably wasn't as close as she would have liked.
Drag flick straight up the knee by the looks of it to the poor Chinese girl.
It's taken her on the knee, so the ruling is dangerous there. And the Australians don't get a second bite, but very courageous play by Li Jia Qi, who's a very keen gardener. She loves collecting plants. And she collected a real plant on the knee there. To Zhao Zhao. Chance now for Smith. Zhang was there. Wang Na. Back to the 23-metre line. 5.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. It's China by 1-0, and the scorer was Ji Sha-yun. Captain Sui, Wang Na. Fitzpatrick battling hard. Zhang. 5 minutes to go before half-time. China in the ascendancy. Australia started this second quarter with a real flurry of intensity. But that goal seems to have taken a little bit of the sting out of the Hockeyroos, who need to lift it again now and really pour on the pressure. Here's Williams. Williams! How close can you go? Well, it looked to be there all the way, didn't it?
Oh,
she had the ball in control, and it's missed by millimetres.
4 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Just flicking it over the goalie's stick.
Well, she'll certainly be disappointed with that. Great burst of speed. Her time over 10 metres, she'd be one of the fastest in Australia over the 10 metres. You saw her surge past the Chinese defender. Did everything right, lifting it up over the goalkeeper, lying down, just a little bit off target.
And here's Young now, sensing an opportunity.
And look at the work rate of Williams. Here she is back in defence, tackling on the back line.
I love that word of yours, surge. It really was an acceleration, an explosion of pace there from Williams up at the other end to create that goal-scoring opportunity. Here's Bao Chen Chen. Back now with Zhu. And coming off Liang's foot. Almost so close for the equaliser to the Hockeyroos. 3.5 to go.
Hockeyroos actually a player down at the moment, with Renee Taylor getting a green card for an untidy tackle a little bit earlier on when lots of play was happening. So she's off the field for 2 minutes. So Australia 1 man down.
Bao Chen Chen. Good transference around the back here by the Chinese. Nice stick work. Zhang. Gee, that was close there for Xi, almost getting her second goal.
Well, defensive work by the Hockeyroos. Paris on.
Australia hold on. Again, Zhang proving a very potent attacker in that Australian circle. Here's Georgie Gardner. Solid tackle there by Yu.
Good strength from Parker.
Hannah.
Seeing Madonna Bligh back in the centre defender role at the moment, the deepest defender, with Jodie Kenny off resting, and Madonna Bligh in a very uncharacteristic position of being centre defender.
Taylor back on the Hockeyroos. Back to 11
Madonna
players.
Blythe playing in the third line so far today.
Just under 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Back to Pang Yang. Well read though by Australia, Amelia Spence. Back to Taylor. He's back from her stint. But easily intercepted here by the Chinese, Liang. This is Liu Meng. Pang Yang. Back to Liu. Oh, great work. Kate Hannah with a real dive there to win possession back for Australia. Here we go now for Williams again. She looks up the field. But remember too, it's a slow pitch after all that rain, and just a bit more pace needed. On a dry day, the pace of the pass probably would have been fine, but a little bit extra needed on this heavy pitch. To Zhao Zhao. 30 seconds remaining before half-time. Hockeyroos trailing 1-0. Parker comes away for Paris. And she was sandwiched that time. Double tagged. Here's Attard. Little deflection there coming from Hannah, there's just seconds remaining. Can Australia get it into the circle? There still is time to get this equaliser. Maui getting in the way. Buzzer about to go. And there it is. China getting the only goal of the match in that second quarter after 4 minutes of the quarter. And they lead the Hockeyroos by 1-0. Third quarter underway at Sydney Olympic Park, the International Hockey Centre, and Australia trailing by 1-0. Edwina Bone. And here's Taylor. Taylor, one of 3 young players to debut in this international series. That one coming up off a Chinese stick. Hockeyroos needing to really score early here to get back into this contest, but the Chinese have been stacking their defence, and with a 1-goal lead we can expect to see plenty of that in this third quarter. Wang Na taken away by Nanscorn. Here's that beautiful tomahawk.
Fantastic start by the Hockeyroos, plenty of pressure.
And that was deemed dangerous. And that's what Australia's going to have to do. They're going to have to press. They're going to have to transfer quickly and get it going from the left to the right and try and catch the Chinese defence flat-footed.
To Zhao Zhao. Emily Smith in for the tackle. And China will look to play this game at their pace. And is this another card coming out? So there was an elbow, so
it's Kate
Jenner coming off.
Yep. Kate Jenner being given a card. The umpire signalled that was for use of an elbow.
To Zhao Zhao. Here's a nice work for Zhu. Unmarked player in the circle. Picked up by Taylor. Now Attard and Williams. Williams to the halfway line. Nice ball to Attard. Wang Na. Smith came in for the tackle. Zhu sends it back. Lee. China through Xi and Sui. Zhu not able to trap that one. Back now with Wang Na. And Bao. To Zhao Zhao far side. China just happy to maintain possession of the ball at the moment. Australia a player down. Kate Jenner off the field with the green card.
Yes, China have got their goal on the board and they'll just aim to keep possession.
Here's Liang. Still a chance for Zhang. There was a foot there on Jodie Kenny, it appeared. And another penalty corner. So frustration for the Australians, but full marks to the Chinese. They're playing a very savvy game at the moment.
They certainly are. They're keeping possession of the ball. They're patient. They've got people running into space. They're giving the easy ball, pinpoint accuracy, and just finding a foot to get another penalty corner.
Rachel Lynch in goal. Together with Ash Nelson, they did the Kokoda Trail, raising money for RUAK. There was a bit of a mix-up there by the Chinese, and Nanscorn now looking to punish. Williams is herring up the field to the circle. Here's a chance for Smith. Oh, Williams was there. So too was Taylor. But again, the accuracy not quite.
Yes, we had numbers streaming through. Renee Taylor was in good position, just didn't get down low enough, possibly unfamiliar being in the striker role. Really good opportunity for Australia to counter-attack on that penalty corner that was broken down.
Taken away again by Nan Scorn. She's really making an impact in this third quarter. Here's Smith. Well, there's red shirts everywhere. China really putting up a wall in defence. Smith. And some of the hip-hop dances there for China, showing some neat footwork. Here's Attard. There she gets it. Now there's experience, isn't it? Well, Tennille Attard, she said her greatest achievement away from the field is getting her sports science degree. And she aims to set up a little bar and cafe. But importantly here, it's going to be Williams, a variation for Kenny. And Lee cops it again. Lee was out there again. She copped it on the knee. Now she's copped one on the ankle. Li Jiaxi will be hearing out again. There's a shot. There's a great save by Li Dongjia. Shot from Williams. And again, second bite for Mariah Williams.
Fantastic play by Mariah. Her first shot was saved really well by the keeper. She kept composure, she made the save and found the back of the net up high.
Hockeyroos are back on track. We've got a tied ball game. It's 10.
Oh, wasn't that a beautiful flick by Mariah Williams?
1 goal apiece.
She knew she had to go high.
It was fantastic. Really composure for such a young player. She's only played 5 or 6 test matches for Australia. Great composure by a really top talent for Australia.
Mariah Williams, the goal scorer then. And won't she be feeling as pleased as Punch. That's her second goal for her country. And a very important one for Australia in the context of this series. They've drawn level at 1-1. Yes, Mariah Williams, she grew up in the little town of Terralba in New South Wales. Pretty sure she went to the public school there, and they have a bell, the school bell, in the courtyard, which was first placed there in 1891. They still use it. But then she moved to Parkes. Great hockey centre. G. And there's another goal. Looks like Zhang. Zhang has scored for China. She picked up the rebound
For their second goal.
from Rachel Lynch, and China goes to a 2-1 lead.
3 seconds. China lead 2 goals to 1.
Well, it was the build-up from Xi, and Zhang in beautiful position. She's a deadly finisher.
Yeah, that initial shot was actually struck outside the circle, but it was probably too close to call for the Australian goalkeeper. She had to make the save, and yeah, beautifully poised on the post to put that away less than 1 minute after Australia had scored.
Zhang gets her second goal in as many matches, so that puts the asset back on the Hockeyroos. The irrepressible Chinese women have hit back beautifully, and I tell you what, they're determined to make every post a winner. Nice diving interception there by Ma Wei, and back to Kenny. So just when Australia was starting to feel a bit comfortable, China nails one through Zhang. Here's Madonna Blythe. This could easily open up in this third quarter. Blythe still going. De Zhao came out, and Zhang is there too. What an effervescent player she is. In defence one moment, then up, scoring goals the other. Nice work by Bao Chen Chen. Morgan picking up Spence, who goes quickly. Spence again. Oh, she got a push there.
Yes, we certainly helped her along with a little bit of an elbow there. The umpire obviously unsighted, otherwise that could have resulted in a card.
What's the backhand shot from Nan Scorn? Was that deliberately hit over the back line?
Yes, it wasn't going anywhere else. Yep.
Madonna Blythe then for Australia. Back now for Dwyer. Donna Blythe just losing that one underneath her stick. China ahead 2-1. 7.5 minutes before three-quarter time. Now the Chinese have scored 7 goals in this 3-match series. Australia have scored 3.
And that's just really a matter of taking the most of the opportunities. China and Australia pretty level on opportunities in goal.
Kirsten Dwyer. Well, the crowd has been silenced by that second Chinese goal. As China work it through Wang Na and Bao Chen Chen. That's Yu to Zhao Zhao. And that one clipped Jodie Kenny on the ankle. Zhu plays quickly to Zhao Zhao.
I've been really impressed with China's ability to control the tempo of all of these 3 tests, but particularly today you've seen them go into possession mode and slowing the game down when they're ahead, and then when the game came back to level, they put all cylinders down.
Now Paris. Brooke Paris for Australia. Who's at home?
Great speed by Paris.
She goes back to Bao. And that's beaten everyone. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Renee Taylor for Australia. There's the skipper. Dwyer back to Morgan.
Madonna Blythe has been brought back into the midfield role, into defensive mid, to try and get control in that centre half position.
Edwina Bone working with Spence. China clear again. That's Wu Mong Grong. Back to Wang Na. Bao Chen Chen. Yu. Zhu. Again, good work by Swee. And Morgan does well for Australia and then throws a loose pass. And again, China just dictating the pace of the game, controlling possession. What can Australia do here? Morgan. It's a better pass. Williams in front. Wu Mengrong. Ball called for there by Dwyer. Oh, that's a nasty ball again there from Edwina Bone. I don't think that's Lee again, is it? He's copped everything. No, that's Zhu that time. Zhu Zhao Zhu. I mentioned there are 2 hip-hop dancers, but Zhu is not one of them, although she's doing a pretty good impersonation there. Tennille Attard. Nice work for Spence. She gets the free hit. Now what can Australia do here? Attard. That's a good shot. Paris. Amelia Spence keeping a cool head that time.
Yeah, she didn't really have anywhere to go. She was caught on the back line.
Harris again. And I think we're going to have a penalty corner here. Emily Smith and Tennille Attard are there for the traps. Morgan and Jodie Kenny. It's going to be Morgan. And again, I think that was on target, but I think it's just been deflected wide.
Strong kick by Morgan. Nice over, trying to go on the line.
Yeah, it's really good position by Bao Chen Chen then. She was balanced, she held her ground and just was able to deflect it outside the post.
Well, they're the crucial moments that are the difference between winning and losing, and Taylor does well. Harris, Smith, Paris, tomahawk from Fitzpatrick was mishit. 2 minutes before three-quarter time. This is Williams backing herself. Here goes Taylor. Long Na sends it over the back line, so we come back to the 23-metre line. Blythe, the captain. Morgan, nice ball. Another penalty corner.
Oh, should have held a whistle.
Here we go. There's the drag, and it's wide.
Yes, wide.
Normally so accurate. Just over a minute remaining before three-quarter time.
In the third quarter. Come on, let's get behind your Hockeyroos so we can tie this up.
Again, it's been a very dominant Hockeyroos team in this third quarter of the match, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. Emily Smith relaying that ball into the circle. No one at home. To Zhao Zhao. And that's Peng Yang. The Chinese weren't able to do any sightseeing yesterday after the 1-1 draw. The management went to Darling Harbour, but the players had to stay back and train. So they had 2 training sessions. They've been having breakfast. As Smith comes away with a great tackle, loses her feet. Yes, they have breakfast at the hotel, and then for their main meal at night, they order Chinese takeaway.
10 seconds.
So Australians love Chinese takeaway, and so do the visitors as the buzzer goes. Nothing to take away for the Aussies there. They got back to level terms. China then hit back immediately, and they lead by 2-1 at three-quarter time.